So how we doing? I'm gonna type in something here real quick. Uh, there we go. Now, just a little title there they want me to fill out on this. I'm still trying to figure this YouTube thing out, the algorithm, whatever the heck it's supposed to do. But I'll get it set one of these days. Now, my subject on this one: bad people. You know, you can sit back in your house, have a beer like I'm having, and watch TV, a nice thriller on, murder mystery. And that's, it looks like, oh, it's easy to catch them because the cops always do. You know, bad guy always loses. Well, they do. And eventually, well, not all of them, but some of them do. The reason I say that is right now, since we have laws, we're not in a situation of the world, without rule of law. That's coming. But right now we have laws that threaten punishment by either imprisonment or death, depending on what the hell you've done. And a lot of people out here keep their nose clean. They try to anyway because they know that if they mess up, they will get arrested and they probably will do some time. Of course, with the Democrats and their damn rules, they got to live in Texas and that's it. But no, they bail. A guy can rape someone, murder someone, and they get out on no bail. They get booked and released with a promise to come back. To me, that's without rule of law. That's just tip of the iceberg. When I was in college, I was studying psychology, and one of my subject matters that was assigned me was sex with corpses. Well, the whole emphasis here is on corpses, okay? Not about sex with corpses. What I'm saying here is people like in real life what people do to each other when they think they have impunity, when they think they can, they're smarter than everyone else and they can do what the hell they want. Look at Jeffrey Dahmer for one. Former soldier, medic. He would go out and find these young men, bring them home, have sex with them, whatever the case may be. If that's your thing, that's your thing. You don't have to explain it to me. Explain it to God. Back to the point. Then he would tie him up and try to make him into sex slaves. He would shoot fluids through the skull into the brain, and every one of these guys died. You know, but he was giving it hell, man. He wanted that sex slave. And by the time he got caught, what they found in his refrigerator was body parts. Because when they died, he'd take them in the bathroom, bleed them out, chop them up, right? And eat them. He would flat cook them. That's how evil he was. He's dead now. Died in prison. Somebody killed him. Called him the devil. Al Bundy, respected politician, on his way up the ladder. Well, he would catch girls, young girls, tie them up, kill them. So his fetish was what? It was just having sex with corpses. Type of minds that are out here. It's not just one or two people that think this way. These are just the ones that got caught. And under a rule of law. He had like 3 bodies in his house. when they finally busted his butt. Now those are some sick people, and we got them all around us. And you want to protect your family, you want to protect your kids. You can't see that coming. You just have to be aware that it exists. That people are that way, can be that way. Not everybody, but they can be that way. Think about that for a second. Charles Manson, he didn't kill anybody, not personally. He had his followers do it because he wanted to start a war between blacks and whites. Didn't work. Sharon Tate, she's dead. Bob Biancas, they're dead. And his followers cut a baby out of, I think it was Sharon Tate. Could be wrong on that one. My point being is you have people out here that can definitely control other people. They have them brainwashed. They look fine on the outside, probably even act fine on the outside. But inside, whatever the guy wants or whatever she wants, whoever's leading this stuff, they're going to get. This is how evil the world can be. That's just 3 cases. We have murderers galore in prison. Where do you think people are going to go when shit hits the fan? Do you think the gang members are just going to leave these people in there? If they belong to a gang? Hell no. They're going to get in, go in and break them out. And set everybody else free too, more than likely. We got that to contend with. And then we got the thing here called without rule of law. Once that goes, these people out here that have all these inhibitions inside of them and they haven't let them go, they haven't worked on them, and they've fantasized on them, but they haven't actually done anything, well, that's all going to change. They're going to do anything their dark heart desires. And the only way to stop them is by killing them. I'm not saying you got to shoot every damn person you run into. I'm just saying you have to realize that this situation is real. That's why we have prisons. That's why we have the death penalty. Life without parole. Because this stuff is real. You don't see it. I don't see it. Not on the news. Once in a while, okay, kid shoots up a school. Somebody shooting up a school. All right. I don't know what's wrong with that dude. But he did it for what? Recognition? Fame? Babies are gone because of that asshole. But he's not the only one. Sandy Hook. It's not about the guns. Guns don't kill anybody. The person that's holding it does. We've already got people out here that feel that they can go ahead and do this or do that, and it's really not going to cost them anything. They make a stupid move, they're going to get killed. Yeah, when they're being arrested. That's after they've already done it. They don't care. And without rule of law, these people out here are going to get dangerous. Very dangerous. How about the drug addict that can't get no drugs? You think he or she is going to be normal? It takes a while to get off that crap, and then you're addicted anyway. They're going to do anything and everything they can to get that buzz, to get that thing back. People say, it's a good idea to, even if you don't drink, to have a few bottles of liquor around the house, beer, for barter. He got an alcoholic, he's got the shakes up bad time, he needs something quick. All right, that's the only drug you can die from, withdrawing from alcohol. You make a deal with them, all right, I'll fix you up, you fix me up. Dig me a hole, do this, do that. And they'll damn well do it. You don't do nothing at that time without receiving something. You're going to have to, if they want to charge something or phone, I wouldn't know why. I don't think we're going to have any communications, but if we do, that's even better. Now, speaking of communications, that's a good thing to have in your press. Ham radios, if you can do that. Walkie-talkies, so you can be outside and people can be inside. They know what's going on. You both know what's going on, but they have to be charged. So hence they want to use. They know that you've got something to charge them with. Make them. They're going to have to do something for it. But my point originally was there are evil, evil people in this world. We have an evil government. We have our vice president and our president both saying that Republicans are terrorists. And they were sworn to uphold the Constitution, defend them against all, acts of terror, even domestic, even though there hasn't been any acts of terror. January 6th to me was not an act of terror. It was a lot of people voicing their opinion. They didn't believe the election results any more than a hell of a lot of other people did. They just spoke their mind, and that made them nervous. That's why they're still locked up, even without a trial. We've got enemies all around us, unfortunately. You have to be ready for them. You have to make the decision on whether or not it's safe for you. You can make like anything else, you can make a wrong decision. I can make a wrong decision. I already know about that. But we have to be alert at all times. Now, personally, my advice is when the shit does hit the fan and there is no rule of law, stay sober and vigilant. If you have children, I know that there's a love. It's undescribable how you feel about your children. I know that. And you will do anything to protect them and take care of them. So prepare. Watch out for people. Con artists all over the place. There are a hell of a lot of good salesmen out there. And saleswomen. And that's how you sell an idea to somebody. You can get that person to follow you. Good, bad, indifferent. You have to be careful and realize this shit is real. It's not just a school here or a Walmart there or whatever the case may be. I was in El Paso at one time, at the time that the Walmart got shot up. And you know what really kicked me? The next day, people didn't give a shit. The news said they did. Oh, there was a bunch of people put flowers and crosses and stuff like that. These were organizations, groups wanting donations. But they set it up. They tried to sell it as the community coming together, and that was a crock of crap. Of course, that's just my opinion. Cruel people realize that they're there. Women who have husbands that batter them, I'd watch out. Because when the shit hits the fan, if he hasn't got guts enough to handle the problems nowadays that he's dealing with, without it being shit hitting the fan, how the hell do you think he's going to handle the problems afterwards? Same with a guy being abused by his wife. How the hell do you think she's going to do that? People will snap. They'll be unpredictable. You're going to need to keep an eye on you, yourself, and everybody else. They're going to need to keep an eye on you because you're not immune to it. Nobody is. Not even me. But I've already made my decisions. Like I said, I'm looking for longevity in this crap. I just want to take care of my family and know that when I am gone, at least I give them a fighting chance. I hope you'll do the same. So God bless you, and I'll talk to you again later. Bye-bye.